Alright, shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'Shem YAHAWASHI, Ba'Shem YAHAWADAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Aki who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today is going to be about, I don't know what the title is, but it's going to be around something like, we have to be meek. Okay, and or I guess I'll entitle it after the verse. The meek shall inherit the kingdom. Slacky, the meek shall inherit the earth. Slacky about this. Now, Yahawadah, we're gonna go a bit more smoothly. Now, first things first. Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say, through the grace unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahawah hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Now that just reminded me of another precept I did not get. Let me get this. Titus chapter, no, Slakia. You know what? First, let me just take these one at a time. So first things first. In Romans 12 and verse 3, as we just read, it was talking about. It clearly says, "Don't think." Let me read it one more time. Slakia. Romans chapter 12 verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahawah hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. So we cannot be thinking that, oh, I'm this big thing, I'm the big whatever. And the thing is, oh, even right there, the title of this video is going to be Inferiority Complex. Okay. Now the reason why, the inspiration to do this video is because I've seen a lot, as well as I currently see a lot of Jake with just like a huge inferiority complex. Okay, it's like they hate, and I'm not saying this in a sense like, oh, you have to just roll over when people against people, but it's just like Jake tries to find any little reason, any little thing to say, oh, I'm better than you. You better listen to me, or I'm above you in this, that, and the third. Okay, like that's the thing, and it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it. Okay, I understand, and I want to say first things first. I understand how it feels. Feeling, okay? I'll be the first one to admit that. I'll be the first one to say that. But the thing is, you have to understand that we can't be bringing each other down as a result of it. All right? Like we can't be thinking that, okay, well, I'm older than this cousin, like, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, because I hear that, oh, I'm the big cousin and stuff like that. Okay, I did a video on RDC about that. Okay, well, also I have experienced it myself. I met some cousins. No, I met a lot of different cousins, and only all my cousins that I met have acted like that. Okay, basically, like it was like the most ignorant out of them all, which most of them are most of my cousins are pretty cool. They're pretty chill. They're not problematic. They're pretty friendly. They were at least friendly with me. Okay, but the one that I'm specifically talking about, he was he was just like I guess ignorant at the end of the day. Like he was like, oh no, I'm the big cousin. Yeah, you better listen to me, or this, that, and this, blah blah blah. What I say goes and stuff like that. And it's and also I've also met, others like well um well obviously we all know about the nigger woman. Okay, the nigger woman always wants to feel like she's better than, I guess, primarily Jake. Okay, and then you have that, as well as what was the other one? Okay, I had a Jake boss. Oh, and then finally we also have I don't know how deep this is in with other Israelites, but for me, I know of Slakia. I know of some people, some Jake. I'm gonna say Jake, because they do know that they're Israelites, but it kind of seems like they're not really fully in the truth. Okay, so I don't know about them, but anyway, Jake that are like Levi's and think, oh yeah, I'm the Levi. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, like acting as if they're better than what they are. Okay, again, so this is kind of like the introduction, so you can have at the type of people that I'm going to be talking about. Okay, like this is, it's a very I don't know. For me personally, I think it's kind of embarrassing to just be thinking like that. Like, why are you trying to say you act like you have power over people with no power? It's kind of like they're trying to be a king over, or a king or a queen over subjects, over lowly people. Okay, and I only say that. Slack you. I only say that because in a carnal, worldly mindset, they're not in a kingdom mindset. Okay, if they were truly in a kingdom mindset, then they would think that they would have that inferiority complex towards the heathens. Okay, but they have it towards other Jake. You don't hear that type of mindset or that type of thinking, or that type of talk when they're dealing with Esau, okay, or any other nation. All right, like that's a very like crazy thing. All right, now let me get this. Slakia. The thing is, in addition to that, we're gonna go into here Matthew chapter 21, verse 31. Whether of them twain did the will of his father? They say unto him, the first. YAHAWASHI, verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of Yahweh before you. Okay, so this is establishing. There are just straight up some people that are better than others in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI. And in this instance, it would be harlots, publicans, like people who I don't want to say are. I want to say were. Okay, people that were bad, people that repent. Okay, people that know more so the gravity of the wicked things that they've done, and are able to come back in and truly worship and actually appreciate Yahweh Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI. All right, so that's the first instance. Well, in addition to that, we also have let me see. We also have this Psalm chapter 37, verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Okay, this more so supports. All right, the fact that those that are lowly, okay, those that are able to know their place in a quote unquote, in a sense, all right, I actually like really hate these ads. Like they're so intrusive, kind of. Anyway, people that are their place that are ready to submit to YAHAWASHI and not think that they are on the level, if not higher than what they think they are, as it says in Romans 12:3. Okay, Slakia. Slakia. So basically, this is the type of mindset that we should be having. We should be meek. We should be thinking that, okay, yeah, I'm lowly, but also you have to understand that simply especially if they are in the truth and they're acting as if they are higher than someone else, then you already have a problem. You cannot be expected to think that you are okay. And like this is kind of like and I'm not even trying to like puff myself up, all right. I'm just saying it as like a matter of fact, okay. The funny thing is about the cousin that I was talking about that was like acting as if he's like better than me and whatnot. The funny thing is, like, even on a carnal sense, like even the world would consider me higher than him because I'm smarter than him. Like I have more, I guess, accolades or whatever compared to him. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but I'm better than him in terms of how the Lord sees us. You're doing this work, and like he's just, I don't know, wasting time or not really. He doesn't know who he is. Like do you like Slakia? Like, do you like see like the type of like dynamic, like those that don't really have much or is trying to cling on to something, okay, all right, in order to have some sense of importance to themselves, okay, they are the ones that are truly lowly, okay, and ultimately, just having pride, or thinking that you're all this and all that, it's like it's to you, all right, and Slacky about saying like so much, all right. But also for those like I just saw not too long ago I just saw I guess a channel, all right. I didn't see too much of it, but basically this did kind of like invoke this lesson as well. But basically the channel was, well, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to, well, whatever, Slakia. But basically, like, it was like like, oh, I'm big Levi, like, you know what I mean. So the big Levite type energy. So like, oh yeah, I'm a Levite and I'm on top, I'm higher than you, XYZ. So like that type of, like, that just kind of like put the spirit on me to like why the fuck are you talking like that? Like what is that supposed to mean? Like you're not better than anyone else because of that. And that's truly the thing. Like, if say for example for me, all right, like I try to respectfully, even though I'm in this truth, even though I just learn all these new things, like how the Bible is truly, being taught, and how Esau is the devil and all this stuff like that. Like, I try to come respectfully. I don't think that I'm better because I know this truth. To when I speak to anyone as I can. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I will say that it is kind of disrespectful to, I guess, I don't know, act as if I know more in a way. But but you can't let that stop you from trying to edify and warn people that you care about. Okay, just because it might seem disrespectful, just the thought of it, that doesn't matter. You need to warn. You need to have the talk about it. All right. So yeah, it might come off as a pride thing, but at the end of the day, you want, if, and that's the thing. Like I or at least I would hope is the case for me. For my younger siblings, they're able to tell me, this thing is wrong. You need to fix this. Blah blah blah. Okay. For the most part, I would hope that they are able, and I don't, to the best of my knowledge, I don't really like reject correction. Like if I'm doing something wrong, then they absolutely they do tell me. I'm doing something. Nobody. I never feel like I'm better than anyone, that they can't tell me that I'm wrong. All right. For the most part, or at least I try to. Okay. Now, Titus chapter 3, verse 5, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy, he saved us by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Ghost. So, we are not going to be saved by our works. Okay. We're not not because, I gave to charity, because I'm preaching this gospel, but because YAHAWASHI had mercy on us. But I'm not saying this or bring this out in order to say we don't have to do anything. We still have to listen, okay? But at the end of the day, we're not going to be saved because of anything that we do. All right? It's first and foremost the mercy of YAHAWASHI, okay? And that this completely is to remove that arrogance that people have, saying that because I believe I forgot which camps say, but there are camps that say, we're going to be saved if we keep the law 100% and all that stuff. Like it's eliminating the fact that YAHAWASHI is in his full right to destroy us, but he does not. All right. Okay, another thing. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. So again, like, we need to bring ourselves down. We can't be so fully established in our mind that we are this good. We are the big dog. We are top dog. We are above all these other people. We are above everything. That we are above anything or anything and everything that we cannot be corrected. Okay, so being as little children, being susceptible to correction. Okay, children. One thing that children are known for is being corrected. If a child is going off, you say, "Hey, don't do this. Do this." Okay, and you have to be in that same mindset that if you are going off, you have to be willing to take correction. All right, don't hate correction. Next, not yet. Okay, perfect. Mark 10, chapter 31. Many that are first and the last first. Okay, so those that are first. Okay, let's also go back to the where's the publican and the harlot. Okay, if my thing can not lag, Slakia. So the publicans and the harlots, okay, those were the people that are last. Those are the people that are seen at the lowest levels, okay. So those, and as we just read over here, Matthew 21:31, that the publicans and the harlots are going to go into the kingdom before the people that Yahawashi is talking about, like those people that are saying like, oh yeah, I'm the big dog. I always pray. I always do keep the law. This, that, and the third. All right. So as it says, the first shall be the last. So those that are, seen as the saints of the world, not saints of Yahawashi, but the saints of the world. Super good people. This, that, and the third. They are, and also like, well, no, not even that. but just basically in general, the people that are the super good people, as well as those what's called. I want to actually get into the the people that are established in the world. Okay, so those people as well. Like, let me get that as well. Slakia. Matthew chapter 19, verse 23. Then he said Yahawashi unto his disciples, verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so in that same sense, that you got these quote unquote business owners that think that they're better than the people. Okay, because say for example, like I guess a manager at your work or whatever that thinks that he's better than you. He might be talking to you some type of way. All right. Again, like those are going to be the last people, and especially those Edomite managers, Edomite bosses, whatever, they're definitely going to be last in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, as they are be going into hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery. Okay, and they're gonna go through the back side of the back entrance of the kingdom of heaven, so to speak. All right. They're not going into the nice side, the pearly gates, the ghetto of the kingdom of heaven. All right, that's how they're gonna enter. But hey, that's just a joke. That's not actually, Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, it also goes into Jake business owners, quote unquote, that try to that say they want to establish. Of course, yes, you have to listen to your boss, regardless of if he's an Edomite or an Israelite, but they also have you have Jake business owners that kind of want to act and think that they are better than what they are. All right, in the sense of like, okay, well, I made it in this world, so you have to respect me. You have to listen to me. I'm this. I'm that. I'm super big. I'm established. Like you know what I mean. All right. So I want to get this. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So, in that same sense, that because they established themselves in Babylon, okay, that's where their heart is. That's where their treasure is. That's where they have all their wealth, and that's where they thrive. That's where they say, "This is my my little kingdom and whatnot." Whereas our kingdom is with YAHAWASHI in the kingdom of heaven. All right. So like that's a very important thing to remember. Okay, are you going to, as it says in Matthew 19:23, a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven, because it's just so easy that if you are rich in Babylon, that you just forget Yahawadah and you get puffed up and you think that, oh, this is all done by me. Okay, this is all mine. Like I have all this beauty. Okay, I have all this power. All right, and then you forget about Yahawadah. And that's kind of like just kind of a side note, but like it kind of like makes you see, I guess, that if that these celebrities, they are most likely not going to make it, but not even just because they're rich, primarily because I guess they've had to sell their souls. So if anything, speaking as a man, I'll say if there would be a rich Jake that is going to enter into the kingdom of heaven, it would probably be someone that's not rich, that's not famous. So they probably have a high paying job, like I don't know, a doctor, I guess, but they're not, but they're not but they're not, you know, just famous. Like they're not in the public eye. All right. So yeah, basically, watch where you are putting more of your time into. Okay, are you putting more of your time into Babylon, or are you putting more of your time into Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi? Okay. So I'll even say that. I'll even say this as admission of guilt. Okay. But prior to I guess this month, August, I have not, I wasn't, I had the time, but I guess I wasn't really, I didn't really want to, make any commitments, because I was afraid that I would not be able to keep it going. But recently, I've been, you know, making a video a day, or attempting to make a video a day. Well, yeah, attempting to make a video a day. Part of July 31st. Okay, so Yahawadah, I'm able to make a video a day and actually invest my time into Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi properly. Okay, the Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi for dealing with me, and Yahawadah, I'm able to upload every day, you know, consistently. All right. And that's the type of mindset that we need to have. We need to be able to always, you know, always have the Lord in our minds. Always be praying. Always be doing something to praise Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi, or obey the word of Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi every day. And it's a non-stop thing. Okay, it doesn't stop. Like, okay, yeah, like which Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I would upload 3 times a week. And you know what? I want to say, I would say that I did hear GMS did, one of the elders did say, I believe, you should be doing at least 3 videos a week. And yeah, I thought, okay, yeah, let me just get through the bare minimum. All right, because that's what I'm able to at most, that's what I'm able to do without dropping it. That was my mindset. But you know, at the end of the day, I think it's better to, I don't know. I just thought, you know what? Maybe let me. I'm able to do it, so let me do it. It works out. Yahawadah, I'm able to stay consistent and trust in the Lord Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi to provide me a lesson to do every day. All right, like Kal Halayim Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi, so far so good. Like, I'm very grateful that the Lord, and also today, like just this lesson, like it just came to me seemingly randomly, but at the end of the day, it's not random. It's through the Spirit and power of Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi, the Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi, for providing me this lesson to do. Okay, because I did not have any lessons in mind. I didn't have not have any lessons planned. Just the Lord put the Spirit on me to. No, the Lord put this lesson in mind, and then the Lord put the Spirit on me to hurry up and come and do this lesson. All right, and this is like the thing. I'm trying my best now, more so than ever, to invest more of my time. Okay, I was like, it's kind of like working part-time for Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi. That's what I was doing before, where I wouldn't always make a video every day. I would try to just make a video whenever I would find a lesson. But and there would be days where I would either not have anything to talk about, but I would have a video scheduled to upload in a few days, if not tomorrow, the next day, and then I would make a video when that video uploads. And then also I also had, well, Slacky, that's just too much, and that's not even a part of the lesson. So I'll just but the main thing is that I want to say is just invest more of your time. Put more hours into Yahawadah Hashem Yahawashi. This is not a part-time job. This is a full-time job, being a man of the Lord. All right. Now, with that, Matthew, going back into the actual lesson, Matthew chapter 5, verse 3, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So blessed are the poor, meaning those that are poor financially, all right, poor carnally, okay. The people that are poor carnally are blessed in spirit, okay, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. They have as it says in Matthew 6 verse 20, they laid up treasures for themselves in heaven, okay. So they are blessed in spirit, okay, and theirs is the kingdom of heaven. They are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven, all right. Verse 4, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahweh. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Yahweh. Verse 10, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely. For my sake rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Okay. Basically it just goes to show, like, those that are in a lower state, those that are suffering now, those that are having it a harder time now, they're going to be, it's like the reverse, okay, like as I had mentioned many times before, the inverted in Bleach, okay, Shinji's inverted world, Bankai, whatever, like how the world is upside down, okay, when things are flipped right side up, okay, or as things are upside down, okay. As things are upside down, let me get this. As things are upside down, where is it? As things are upside down, the world is going to be established, and it's going to be, oh frick, and it's going to look all fancy and stuff like that, and built up, to those that are in the world. But to us, there's going to be the reverse. It's going to be the reverse. Okay, let me see if I can flip this. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, which I can't see unless I move to the thing, as you can see on the screen, it's going to be flipped. Okay, so in the reverse perspective, all right, it's going to be established. We are going to have things established for us in the spiritually, while them, when everything all goes to shit, it's not going to be established anymore. It's all going to be destroyed. All right, that's why we stand. And we stand in righteousness. We stand on righteousness. All right. Let me put this back. All right. All right. Moving on. As I was saying, James chapter 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulterers. James chapter 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the enemy of Yahweh. So wanting to, oh my God, I can't believe I don't have this. Slovakia. Anyway, so like I said, wanting to establish or lay up treasures for yourselves in Babylon, okay, it's basically setting yourself up for failure, okay, because at the end of the day, let's go into this precept, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16, verse 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay, so let's take this image for example. You can see the buildings carnally. Let's just say that Shinji represents the carnal side of things, while Aizen represents the spiritual side of things. We don't see anything established. We don't see any floor that he's stepping on. Okay, let's just pretend that they can't fly. Okay, but spiritually, we know that the sky. Let's just say that the sky represents on this half, on the lower half of the things. Okay, or let me just, for the sake of argument, it literally takes 2 seconds. It's for the sake of argument that the things that are on the bottom, the top now for your perspective, okay, this is the spiritual side of things. These are what is waiting for us in the kingdom of heaven, okay, with meaning that these that our treasures are not seen, but they are a greater treasure for us at the end of it all. All right, let me just put this back. All right, so now, okay, in addition to that, we also understand that the carnal side of things, that these established businesses, they are all temporal, and they can be taken away, as it says in Matthew chapter 6, if I can find where I had it, verse 19 to 20. Okay, the treasures that we build up on earth, moth and rust can corrupt, and they can be taken away. Okay, Esau can just take them away from us at a snap of the fingers. Okay, whereas on the flip side of things, if YAHAWASHI gives us something, he's not going to take away, and no one can take them from us. Okay, that's why we build, we establish, and we put up treasures for ourselves in the spiritually, okay, spiritually, and not carnally. All right. Lastly, 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, nor the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So if you have more love for the world, then you don't have love for YAHAWASHI. If you love the world, you want everything to work out. Oh, I want to get my white picket fence, my house and white picket fence, all this stuff like that. I want to be famous, this, that, and the third. Then you do not love YAHAWASHI, because you are spending more time trying to get that American dream, quote unquote, whatever, more than trying to establish and gain treasures with YAHAWASHI, working for YAHAWASHI, obeying the word of YAHAWASHI. Okay, and again, like I said before, that was me. Okay, like even though I was making sure I was at least doing 3 videos a day, I wasn't every day doing something or putting in work. Okay, this is a daily thing. It's not a 3 days a week or whatever. All right, and ultimately, I guess it was kind of an excuse, because I did kind of have some lessons on a back burner that I just never got to. But now now actually I don't have any lessons on the back burner. Like whenever the Lord gives me a lesson, I'm just gonna Yahawadah, I will get to it immediately, so I don't have a pile up like I did before. And then just at the end of the day, they just did not get made or something like that. Or if they did get made, they would be made in another lesson on a completely different topic. All right. But with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'Hashem, Rakak Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Babal, and Shalom.